Welcome, welcome! It's my dog with the Texas Space Navy, bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today is Xeno Day. That means the ships that you're going to see today are all alien-based or alien in nature. Whether it's from Aopoa, which is a Xi'an manufacturer, Banu, which of course are Banu manufacturers, or Esperia, which makes this ship here in this commercial, the Prowler. Aspiria does things from the Vandal, it does things from the Tavarin. Who knows what else they'll do next, but this is just a really cool day. Love to see all the alien ships and the alien manufacturers. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Expo Hall and see what we have in store. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching my videos lately. You guys are awesome. I'm only about 10 subs from 4,000. So thank you once again. If you want to support this channel, make sure you join the Patreon or YouTube members. You can do that in the description down below. If you're looking for an org, you can check out Texas in the description down below as well. We're always looking for cool, great members. So let's get into it. First off, we have the Vandal Blade by Aspiria. This is a remanufactured ship based off of the Vandal light ship called the Blade. This thing is overpriced per performance. It's overpriced. It's got like 4 guns on it. It's very maneuverable, but just it's not what a light fighter should be, if you ask me. It doesn't. I mean, if they're going to price it this much, they should at least you know, make it worth the amount. And you see it's got this blade here. All of the Vandal ships are going to have something similar to that, where if you can ram, you can jab these blades into enemy ships and possibly cause hull breaches. Definitely something to keep in mind if you do get one of these Vandal type ships. But again, it's kind of underwhelming for the price. Now, all the Vandal ships will have a rework in look and style. Who knows when we'll actually get our hands on those, but I'm looking forward to it, as I really do like the Vandal ships for the most part, even though it's underperforming in that particular ship. Now, this is the Banu Defender. It looks like a little crab. This thing actually looks beautiful. If you look close here at the metallic texture of it, it's just really nice looking. Inside the ship even looks better. It's got a front-facing ramp, which makes it really easy to do things like box runs, because you can just walk up the front ramp with it, and you'll be in good shape. Just put the thing down. The other thing it has that's pretty neat and unique is these 2 eyes here are actually cockpits. It's got dual cockpits, so you can have 2 different pilots in this ship at the same time. It's got 2 beds in it. I mean, it's really a snazzy ship. It looks great. It feels great. It's got 3 mounts, but right now it's got 4 size 3 mounts. It's got 4 size 2 tachyons gimbaled in it right now. Tachyons are pretty neat. The way that they work, they kind of fire like almost a beam or a railgun type round. They can do massive damage if you're able to hit with most of the beams at once. So definitely a ship to keep your mind on if you like alien ships. That's definitely high up there if you ask me. The beauty in the middle here, this is the Esperia Tavarin Prowler. The Prowler is a stealth drop ship, assault ship. It's really cool. You can see the ladder here coming up into it, but you also have the air shields here, and inside you see that it can actually hold 16 drop ship or drop troops, if you want to call them that. These wings here, which for some reason aren't in the way that they're supposed to, these feathers will flare out to protect all these guys that are jumping out of the ship to attack whatever it is you're attacking. These little things here are repulsors. The way this thing was designed was to be able to sneak in close to capital ships and unload its troops on the hull of the capital ship, and they would actually breach the hull somewhere and assault those capital ships. That's the way they worked in the Tavarin War when they fought humanity, and they were very successful doing this. They can also drop in on a planet and just let their troops jump out the sides. Works very well. I love this ship. It's really awesome for what it does, but again, it's somewhat limited in role. You know, it's mostly a drop ship. Doesn't have cargo. It's got weapons that are pretty formidable for 1 or 2 people, but it's just kind of limited. You know, it looks cool. The wings fold up, and you know, when in flight. But you know, it's between this and the Valkyrie when it comes to dropship gameplay. At least good dropship gameplay with many troops. The Valkyrie beats it in every way except for possibly stealth, which this one is definitely designed to do. And the Valkyrie's not going to be as likely to assault capital ships quite like this one is either. So this one definitely has more of a niche when it comes to dropships. Then over here you have the Xi'an Scout. Now this is made by Aopoa, which is a Xi'an company made for human reproduction or human use. They've redone the seats and stuff so that humans can sit in it. It doesn't look like this at all in flight. All the wings here will flare out into 4 different, I guess, spokes, if you will. And this thing is one of the ships in the game that does not have main thrusters. It's got thrusters in each arm here, so it's 4 different thrusters. It is probably the most maneuverable ship in the game. It's able to do turns like crazy. It's able to roll like crazy, and you're able to change direction quite quickly because of all these different nacelles that it can point in multiple different directions. It does have 2 size 4 weapons, which they come gimbaled, but as size 3s. But you can put fixed size 4s on here to where it actually does some serious damage when it hits. Pretty good for a little scout ship, scout or light fighter. But again, this one's a little underwhelming when it comes to fighting, so don't use it in that capacity. And it's not a very good racer, even though it's won the Murray Cup a few times. Murray Cup's a little bit of a different animal. If you're just racing on, you know, the Arena Commander, that one's not one to take with you. It's just not good in that role. Let's move on over to another Vandal-based ship. This is the Glaive. And how do you know it's the Glaive and not the Scythe? Well, biggest reason is it's got 2 wings instead of 1 and an arm. Obviously, if you don't know, this ship is not going to look anything like this for the most part in a few months. They've redone all the Vandal ships. They're all going to look quite a bit different. But hopefully one of the things that they'll keep are the size 5s that they have here on the arms. This has 2 plasma size 5 guns, and they are devastating if you hit the target. The 2 pea shooters on the front are size 1s, and they're useless. Absolutely garbage. Completely and totally useless. I hope they upgrade those on the future version of this ship. But yeah, this ship is supposed to be on par with like a Super Hornet or something along those lines. The wings fold down in flight. Of course, there are blades that will come out of it like they do on the actual blade and the Scythe as well. That's just the theme that they have. They are made to get up close and personal with some ships. So there you have another Vandal ship. And we are most of the way through the flyable ships. I don't see the Scythe in here, which is, you know, kind of disappointing. Maybe they just didn't put it in the hall because you can't buy it. So the Scythe is going to be similar to the Glaive, only it has 1 wing, and but it still has 2 size 5s. One's a neutron gun and one's a plasma cannon instead. Again, the pea shooters on it are kind of pointless. And it'll be getting a complete overhaul or remake. Alright, so Aopoa has a hover bike that we should see over here, actually, since it wasn't right there. The Nox and the Nox Q. So these are the versions of hover bikes that they create, and I really like the coloring on these. I have the Nox Q, which is kind of a racer version of it. But yeah, this is pretty neat. I like the colors that they have for these Noxes. These look really sharp, really sharp. Yeah, I might just take a picture of these. Yeah, so definitely cool ships or cool hover bikes. They have size 1s underneath. They're very fast, especially compared to the Dragonfly, but they're just not, they're a little broke at the moment. Let's just put that away. They're not the most stable ships or vehicles in the game. You can use those in space or on ground, just like the Dragonfly, so they have a little versatility to them. Then when we come in here, this is going to be the Tavarin Halon. They have the Talon and the Talon Shrike. These are light fighters. They're stealthy. The regular Talon has a decent balance of weaponry as far as guns and missiles, whereas the Talon Shrike is going to have a crap ton of missiles. It is going to be a missile boat first and nothing else second. It's going to be able to unload hell on any unsuspecting person that comes by because of all the missiles it has. As you can see over here, I believe this might be the Shrike version. We'll have to take a double look. It just says Talon. They got 2 Talons out. I'm surprised we don't see the Santoki, but it's not been in production. Nor have we seen the Banu Merchantman, which is another one that was on sale. The price has gone up another $100, so that's $200 since concept that ship has gone up. That should tell you the ship has grown massively in size and scope. And they undersold the price when it originally was on sale. I'd say $450 is probably still a good deal. I bet that ship gets up to at least $600 by the time it releases. So definitely keep that in mind if you're a Banu Merchantman fan. You could probably still get a great deal on it, even though it's still kind of pricey at the moment compared to where it used to be. So that is the Alien Haul, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm only about 10 subscribers from 4,000. I still have 6,000 to go to get to 10 before the end of the year. Is it going to happen? We'll see. I definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.